As y'all know, I'm mostly a board gamer these days, but Marvel Midnight Suns caught my interest because it combines some of my favorite video game elements with my favorite board game mechanism, deck building. In Midnight Suns, you play as the Hunter, a character who's been dead for 300 years and who has been resurrected to once again do battle to put off the end of the world. And you have to do battle with your own mom. Your mother, Lilith, has become an earthly vessel of the evil god Cthon, and it's up to you and a team of Marvel heroes to stop her. This game consists of a few different elements that all work together. You spend your days doing three things. First, you work with your allies at the Abbey, a special pocket dimension that also operates as your safe house. Second, you complete missions with your fellow heroes, and this is where the combat takes place. Third, you return home to do nighttime activities. On some nights, you'll be able to hang out with your allies and strengthen your friendships with them. You'll also spend some time on your own, wandering around the Abbey and discovering its secrets. Combat, and thus everything else in the game, even if indirectly, is centered around the decks of cards that you and other heroes use to take actions during your daily missions. You can upgrade these decks over time, giving your heroes new skills while developing old ones so that they pack more punch. Each deck will need to be balanced between basic attacks, support skills, and hero cards. Non-hero cards generate the heroism points you'll need to pull off bigger moves. Battles are also tactical. Your card plays have consequences within a 3D setting, and you'll also be able to position yourself to your best advantage and use the environment to deal extra damage to your opponents. Some cards also give you additional card draw and refund card plays, so you'll eventually be able to take very extensive and powerful turns if you play your cards right. At the Abbey, you will use materials you collect in battle to conduct research that will give you new abilities, help you upgrade your cards, and even allow you to craft items that will supplement your team's main deck. You'll also spend some quality time with your new hero friends. Your bond as a team generates hero cards, which are extremely badass combos that you'll love to use against powerful bosses, and this helps your heroes become stronger in general. Your time with your superpowered friends will also help you to advance the game's story and have a better sense of the stakes. So, yes, that time spent lounging by the pool with Tony Stark may seem frivolous, but is both fun and a crucial aspect of gameplay. Some of your responses as the Hunter will also impact whether your character has embraced the light or gone to the dark side. This doesn't seem to impact the story much, but your place on the spectrum will affect which skills you can access as you build your character deck. Exploring the Abbey also offers you a few extra skills and helps you to advance the storyline. On your nighttime excursions, you'll collect reagents that you can use to create helpful items. You'll also learn about crucial plot elements that help you understand both the Hunter's previous life and Lilith's fall from grace. Overall, Marvel Midnight Suns is an excellent game. I played it fairly addictively until I finally finished it, and I really enjoyed all aspects of the game. The card play was fantastic. I enjoyed building my deck, experimenting with various abilities, and seeing how various heroes work together when I sent them out on missions. It was very satisfying to learn how to exploit different keywords, manipulate my environment, and absolutely wreck various Hydra agents and demon spawn throughout the many battles I fought. Figuring out how to use various passive abilities and items also added a lot of fun to the fighting. I also genuinely enjoyed the relationship building aspect of the game. In a way, it felt like playing Dragon Age, except that I could enjoy cutscenes with all the characters at once because I was building up friendships rather than romantic relationships. Friendships are valuable too, and it was delightful to sink into a world where you could meditate with Doctor Strange and be in a book club with Blade and Captain America. While there were moments that strained credulity, I got a huge kick out of socializing with some of my favorite comic book characters, and getting to know some I hadn't paid as much attention to before. There'll definitely be some more time with Marvel Unlimited in my future as I read some of those comic books. As you can probably tell, I think that Marvel Midnight Suns is a fantastic game, but it is not without its faults. Most of them have to do with pacing. My quibbles about the game are that it's easy to move accidentally or mess up your angle, especially in the early game when you're still learning to play. My biggest beef, however, is with the endless animations that accompany your card play. At first, they are absolutely amazing, and I did enjoy them throughout the entire run of the game, especially when new characters and enemy types were introduced. But they could still get a bit too drawn out, especially when all I wanted to do was get to the next card play. However, pacing issues are the most apparent back at the Abbey. Your friendships sometimes progress a little too quickly to be believable, while at other times it seems like it's taking forever to take things to the next level. Conversations can get a little long and drawn out. Personal confessions about how helpful you are can seem a little overwrought. And also your Abbey explorations proceed in weird fits and starts. I did a ton of Abbey exploration early in the game, and then I had a very long period of time where there wasn't much to do but wait. Additionally, Hunter's conversational choices have a lot of impact on things like friendship level and placement on the light to dark spectrum. However, if you're trying to boost your friendships or reap the benefits of going light or going dark, you'll often feel forced to make conversational choices that don't really make sense. Sometimes the most empathetic and reasonable thing Hunter could say was associated with going dark. Why would it be evil to acknowledge someone's emotions? The phrases that pushed me towards the light were also not always what I would expect, so I found myself making dialogue choices based on in-game goals, even if I thought they were kind of goofy. Even weirder, sometimes the dialogue choices that were presented to me didn't fully match what the hunter actually said after I chose them. A generally nice, light choice might turn into a weird sermon. An expression of empathy might ultimately come out condescending. It felt frustrating to have so many game mechanisms and story elements emerge from what I said, while not feeling fully in touch with my character's words. None of this is a huge deal, and frankly, it doesn't have any dire consequences, but it would have been nice to see a character spectrum that was more advanced than the ones I remember from Infamous all those years ago. All of that said, I really did love Marvel Midnight Suns. It's been a long time since a video game caught my attention so thoroughly enough to play it for somewhere between 60 and 80 hours. I would certainly play another game like this one, and the weird melding of board game and video game mechanisms absolutely delighted me. If both aspects of this game, deck building and relationship building, appeal to you, then I would highly recommend it. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, and most of all, happy gaming.